Well, good very early Monday morning, everybody. I'm meteorologist Chris Higgins. Time to update Chris's Corner. We'll start off the new week with a new blog. Welcome to winter. Winter officially arriving today. And dreaming of a white Christmas? Well, you can keep those dreams alive, but the prospects, at least if you believe the models, are dwindling some. And I'll be honest, it'd be nice if the models would back up some of our thinking from the past couple of days, but to this point, they simply aren't doing that. And at some point, you have to cut and run and go with the model. But at this point, not quite willing to pull the trigger, at least not just yet. Okay, here's a look at the new GFS 84-hour forecast, which is for Thursday morning, Christmas Eve morning. And there has been a big change in the GFS thinking with the new model data. Not so much with the immediate impact of this energy to the south across Oklahoma and Texas. That hasn't changed dramatically, but the big change is this system in southern Canada and now dropping southward into Montana. Originally, the morning runs and to some extent previous runs had been trying to drive this further to the east rather than to the south. In essence, now they are trying to merge, the GFS is trying to merge these two pieces of energy somewhat faster, and as a result, we get a more south to north movement with the surface low pressure system. The problem with that is I think the GFS is moving things along way too quickly in terms of that merging of systems. Take a look at how this is progressing. At 96 hours, you can see the low pressure, the upper low cutting into Missouri, the main upper low coming from the south, and the one from the north dropping almost due south. These two going through what we call a Fujiwara effect, where they're really actually just spinning around each other. That's what the GFS is trying to do, and then eventually it will merge these two into a single one. That merging process is completed by 108 hours, so at basically 6 a.m. on Christmas morning, it has one single cold center of low pressure aloft and at the surface centered on Iowa and Nebraska. This may ultimately be what happens in terms of the merging of the energy, but I think the speed at which the GFS and the other models for that matter are trying to merge this energy together seems unrealistic to me. Overall, I favor a somewhat more suppressed system, as I have all along, probably closer than anything else at this point to the GFS model run from earlier this morning, from Sunday morning, which would take the southern piece of energy over St. Louis up towards the Great Lakes very slowly, if not even a little bit further to the east, with this northern piece of energy being delayed in its merging to the south. I just think that the GFS is trying to merge this whole pocket of energy a little bit too quickly. So here's my thinking based on the 0Z model runs now that I've had a chance to go through them. It really hasn't changed a whole lot overall. The highlights. Looks like it's definitely going to start. This is a slam dunk. Starting as a cold rain Tuesday night, continuing with that rain pretty much on and off through Wednesday night, and into Thursday. There's going to be quite a bit of rain in some areas, so there's no question in my mind we start with water with this storm system. Very windy and wet conditions will continue through the day Thursday, Christmas Eve, and into Christmas Eve evening. Then look for temperatures to begin to fall off, and this is the part of the forecast that really is most up in the air now. The rain will change over, I think, to a period of sleet and then snow Thursday night. Accumulating snow on the back edge of this still possible, especially for folks who are northwest of the I-44, I-55 corridor. If you live south and east of St. Louis, your chances of getting any snow at all on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day are really pretty much dwindling. But if you live in the metro St. Louis area and points to the north and northwest, or along and northwest of I-44 and I-55, still have some hope out there that this system could generate some accumulating snows late Thursday night and into Christmas morning.